after office. After leaving government, then hiring him for the board. And this is a very popular, a very usual way of, let's say, legalized corruption. And the thinking of all governments that they are dependent from the work of the energy supplier, because no economy can work without energy. And the monopole of the conventional power, even in the thinking that there would be no alternative, this monopole gave them so much influence, that many governments are puppets. Governors are puppets in the hand of these power companies.
Would you put the United States into that category?
In the same category. Look what happens when a governor tried to touch this sphere. How many conflicts he had. I know the American history very well. The most successful one to fight with these energy trusts' interest was Theodore Roosevelt. He destroyed Exxon and separated it in different parts.
He broke up the Standard Oil cartel.
Yes,
that was the predecessor to Exxon.
He broke up the Standard Oil company. He fought it against, because this endangers the society. This endangers the public interest. Yeah, they become too strong, stronger than government, and this is not tolerable. And he was totally right. And all who followed this example, the next who tried to do it was Clinton, but he gave up very early, because he wanted, his first step was to introduce a kind of eco tax in his first year of his presidency. And and big oil and others and big coal, they try to influence the Congress members of the Democratic Party in their electorate. If you vote for that, then we make a campaign for against you in your next election campaign. So in different ways they try to influence them, and therefore Clinton didn't get a majority for that. And the same happens now. I believe President Obama that he wants to organize this shift, but the resistance against this is very brutal, very brutal.
Small, perhaps symbolic thing in the last weeks. Well, Jimmy Carter in 1979 put
Jimmy Carter the same. Jimmy Carter was the same story. Jimmy Carter tried to do it, but then he got so much opposition against this by the energy cartels and their influence into the political structure in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, that he could not push it through, really.
Well, he did put solar panels on the White House at the end of the 1970s. Yes. Reagan took them down.
Not at the end. It was he installed a solar
panels.
A solar panel. He installed a solar panel at the Solstice Day in 1977, in his first year as president.
Well, students now, together with Bill McKibben, the environmentalist, tried to bring those solar panels back to the White House. Your reaction to that?
I believe that he wants to have this energy change. I believe that. I trust him. But I think the only method to succeed, to succeed over all the opponents, over all the conventional selfish interests, the big interest is to fight with them in the public, to win the public for that. You can, against this power structure, the best alliance is the other people.
You said, and Hermann Scheer, you said in your Right Livelihood Award acceptance speech, solar energy is the energy of the people. To use this energy does not require big investments of only a few corporations. What does it require, and who benefits? In the United States, you raise solar power, and many people just say, I mean, that can take care of such a small amount of our energy needs. Let's get real.
Yeah, this is only a lack of fantasy, because one panel is small. If you need more energy, you make more panels. Where is the problem? Where is the problem? It is very easy to show how it can work, and it could work, and with a mix of all renewable energies. And the benefits for the national product, for the shift to renewable energy, is tremendous. And besides the unique political advantage to come to energy independence, it is not to mention, this would be my argument, and I speak about in this way when I give speeches in the in the United States, including speeches in or having talks with congressmen. A big democratic state like the United States, the first political power in the world now, must behave like a beggar when they go to the king of Saudi Arabia, who is represents a feudalistic regime of the Middle Age, in order to have good relations for getting always the oil. I think this is against any dignity. This is against any dignity, psychologically, and it's against any rationality in practice. Such a dependence and without energy nothing works. It must be a political main topic, political topic, to come to an energy independence, to overcome this irresponsible dependency, what costs a lot. More than one third of the American defense budget is only given for protecting the oil and the energy importation lines. Only for that. The Gulf War would not have happened if, and even not the Iraq War, if there would be the plantation of bananas in Iraq instead of the extraction of oil. There is no doubt. There is no doubt. And this kind of relation to very dubious regimes in the most oil-promoting countries, most of them are not democratic, is again against any values we have.
You talked about the power of the governments together with the power of these oil companies. Yeah. What about the media? In the United States, much of the media is corporate media, and every 5 or 10 minutes you've got a commercial for another oil company or car company.
Yeah, but they have the same influence here. They make the big advertisements and give by this way money to the media, but nevertheless, because of the acceleration of the politically initiated acceleration with Renewable Energy Act in Germany, so many people can see the results, and they ask themselves, why not everywhere? If it's there, why not here? Why not everywhere? And
has the government turned around?
Yes, it turned around. Nobody speaks anymore against renewable energies. Some behave in the way as to do as if they would do it, but officially they speak all for that. It is the greenwashing strategy for many, but people want to have this against all the disinformation campaigns. 90% of the people here, based on the visible results, and inspired by and encouraged by the visible results, 90% want to have a general change to renewables. 75% want to have this in their district, not far away in their district. Less than 10% accept new coal power stations. Less than 10% would accept new nuclear power stations, and only 30% will tolerate, let's say, a longer working time for the existing power station.
And yet, Hermann Scheer, you have German Chancellor Merkel deciding to extend the lifespan of the 17 nuclear reactors by 12 years. She just did this earlier in September.
And people don't accept that in the majority. They don't accept that.
President Obama, after 30 years of no new nuclear power plant being built in the United States, is now pushing forward for billions in loan guarantees for new nuclear power plants.
Yeah, he did it because only then he could introduce some new, let's say, promotion programs for renewables. Because he has, for a real energy shift, no majority, even not in his own party. Even not in his own party, because in some states like North Carolina, where the coal interest are there, the two Democratic senators would never vote for a renewable energy program for replacing coal. Never.
Even when you have coal explosions, like the Massey plant that killed so many.
But the two Democratic senators of this state, they will never vote against this. And they belong to the Democratic Party, and therefore, and there are several other examples where the influence of these power groups is so strong that the behavior of the their congressmen is not really independent. And this is the situation. That means the energy change in the United States must come from the local and the states level. One should not wait in America for the federal level. It should be in the states and in the cities.
How have you become such a scholar of American history and politics today? As a German politician.
Yeah, because America has its special role in world policy, but this is not the only thing. America is a country in which all developments are possible. All good and all bad developments are possible, and it is very important that an energy change in the United States happens. Very important, not only for America. And
why?
Because of the strength and the influence of the United States of America and its role in world economy and world politics. And therefore it is, but I'm sure that shift can only come by in no way by the present energy companies. It must come from the local level, from the regional level, from the states level, from the municipal level. Because it is in fact a revolution, a technological revolution. There is an example, very actual, which gives the picture, which could be the model for that. This is the information technological revolution, because the energy experts, the big information technology companies